Student friends, yesterday we have seen up to classification of drag. Today we will see drag on a three-dimensional bodies. One is a sphere and another one is cylinder. In both the cases, in case of an ideal fluid flowing past a sphere or a cylinder, since the viscosity is absent and hence the flow pattern as well as the pressure distribution is symmetrical on both the sides of the sphere as shown in figure here. Since these figures relevant for both the sphere and as well as cylinder, I have drawn only once these sketches. This is when for ideal fluid, these two figures are when they are real. Here the flow pattern and as well as the boundary layers are symmetrical, whereas here it is not so. And that too, in case of laminar boundary layer, in case of real fluid, the wake portion is larger, whereas in case of turbulent, after it turns out to be turbulent boundary layer, the wake portion is narrow. Therefore, the CD drops down. However, in case of sphere and as well as cylinder, the variation of CD, which depends on Reynolds number Re, will be different. Hence, we will study in both the cases separately. In case of real fluid, in case of a sphere, the CD, coefficient of drag, is depend upon the value of Re. For example, first point, if Re is less than 0.2, the total drag for a sphere can be taken from Stokes' law, that is Fd is equal to 3 pi mu ud, where mu is viscosity, u is uniform velocity of fluid, d is the dia of the sphere. Out of this, 2/3 is due to skin friction and only 1/3 is due to pressure drag. Here you can see 2/3 is due to skin friction, whereas one third is due to pressure drag. Here you can see pressure drag. Therefore, the general formula we know that Fd is equal to CD into area into rho u squared by 2. If you equate them, 3 pi mu ud is equal to CD pi by 4 d squared into rho u squared by 2. We can substitute pi d squared by 2, pi d squared by 4 as area. Therefore, we can reduce this equation by simplification. CD is equal to 24 by Re, that is nothing but Stokes' law, which you have already learnt in Fluid Mechanics 1. Now, second point, after that, C.W. Vosin has given a formula to work out the CD when the Re value is equal to 5. That is given by 24 by Re multiplied by 1 plus 3 by 16 Re. That equation is here. Further afterwards, we can see that the same formula can be modified for Re is equal to 100. Means up to Re value up to 100, the CD will be equal to 24 by Re 1 plus 3 by 16 Re whole to the power of half. Next, third, as the Reynolds number increases, pressure drag will become strong and they become independent of Re. That's why when the value Re is equal to 1000, value of CD is equal to 0.4. The same value of CD varies from 0.4 to 0.5 for Re between 1000 and 2 into 10 to the power of 5. At Re more than or about 3 into 10 to the power of 5, the boundary layer becomes turbulent. Up to that stage of 2 into 10 to the power of 5 value of Re, the boundary layer was laminar. Now it is turned out to be turbulent. Therefore, the value of CD becomes 0.2 from 0.5. It drops down. This phenomena, by making the sphere very rough, the resistance to the motion of the sphere can be reduced to very great extent. That's why it is being done with cricket ball seam and making dimples on golf ball. You can see here on golf ball and as well as on cricket ball, seam is being done so that the resistance is reduced. Next, if we come to the cylinder case, in this case, for Re less than 0.2, the drag coefficient CD is approximately inversely proportional to the value of Re. Drag is mainly due to skin friction. When Re ranging between 2 and 30, very weak vertices are formed. This is the initial stage of formation of vertices. And then in this figure you can see when Re is equal to 40 to 70, then the vertices are become more distinct than the previous one. On further increasing the value of Re, the vertices will become more and more elongated, and when the value of Re reaches to 90, they break away from the cylinder and they move forward exactly parallel to the flow of fluid. These two are parallel lines, so they move parallelly. Mr. Kerman has experimentally found out that when Re is greater than 30, it has been observed that Kerman vortex trial is set up. That we will see little bit later. Next, third point, CD has maximum value of 0.95 at Re is equal to 2000, whereas this value is ranging from 0.95 to 1.2. Thereafter, the boundary layer becomes turbulent when the CD value drops down from 1.2 to 0.3 very strongly when the Re value is 5 into 10 to the power of 5. The variation of CD with Re can be seen from this graph. From this graph, you can see the variation of CD versus Re for infinitely long cylinder and infinitely flat plate. So for Re above 10 to the power of 7, the value of CD becomes 0.7. Okay, this is 0.7 and this is more than R to the power 10 to the power of 7. Kerman vertex trial. What happens when the value of Re exceeds 30? Two vertices are formed from the stagnation point. Two vertices, for example, this is one and this is one, and these become unstable and washed away onto the downstream. When once these two or one pair of vertices washed down away to the downstream, one more pair of vertices are formed. This formation of vertices will in the continuous process. That means the movement of these vertices onto the downstream side after they are washed away trace the path. So this path traced by the vertices which are formed is known as Karman vertex trail. He observed that there may be two such configuration, one symmetrical configuration, another staggered configuration. However, the distance between these two vertices in vertical direction is A, in horizontal direction it is L, or in some textbooks it is taken as small b. So L is equivalent to B, A. In any textbook that symbol is A only. So the symmetrical configuration of Karman vertex trail is totally unstable. It is not at all stable. Whereas staggered Karman vertex trail is stable up to a certain point such that the value of the ratio of A by B shall be 0.281. Then we can find out the vertex trail velocity ut is equal to 0.355 times the circulation divided by this height A, where this circulation is nothing but the vertex intensity. The frequency of this vertex shedding is given by an empirical formula. F is equal to here F is equal to 0.198 U by D whole multiplied by 1 minus 19.7 divided by RE. Now we can rewrite this as FD by U, known as Strouhal number, STROUHAL, Strouhal number, which is dimensionless quantity, no units of course, is equal to 0.198 whole multiplied by 1 minus 19.7 divided by RE. The Strouhal number varies from 0.16 TO to 0.198, almost 0.2, for range of RE values from 100 to 10,000. Also we can see that these alternate shedding of vertices will cause vibrations which can be equated to the natural resonance. That is why we will come across one more term here, singing of wires. Singing of wires means you might have experienced when you are moving in the area where transformers are set up or established with huge power cables, telephone cables, etc. You must have listened some musical sound. They are produced because of the phenomena when these power cables or telephone wires, cables, etc. are exposed to heavy wind. This will be subjected to lateral vibrations. Because of that, they produce some musical sound that is nothing but known as singing of wires. We will stop for today, then we will continue in the next class. Okay.